everyone, I'm glad to see you here, and if you're new, welcome! Make sure to hit the subscribe button down below to receive more reviews, hauls, and makeup tutorials. And today we will talk about this guy over here. It's e.l.f. Perfect Face Palette. This palette retails for $10 on e.l.f.'s website, and as it's a new product, it actually is not eligible for any coupons or discounts. I will start from the packaging, and it's not very big, but I was expecting it to be much thinner because right now it's very bulky, and I personally don't see me putting it in my bag and go because it's actually pretty heavy. This is how it looks inside. You have 7 different pens of different sizes over here, and you have a mirror. It's very good size mirror, and it's also a good quality mirror. I want to mention it just because I know that in some palettes you receive the mirror, but it's so bad quality that you're just not using it. So you have 3 eyeshadows, highlighter, blush, and 2 lip glosses. I have mine in the shade Nude, and I did my face makeup today with this palette. I would say that I was not expecting the results that I got from this palette, and I will now explain you why. So as you will expect from the palette with the color scheme Nude, you have perfectly nude eyeshadows, you have your pearly shade, you have matte transition brown chocolate shade, and you have a shimmer brown, dark brown shade to darken up your outer ring. With the eyeshadow, I don't see so much of the different makeups. You can either use first 2 colors or you can use all 3 colors, and basically that's it. Actually, you don't really need more because it's an everyday palette and it's a nude palette, but if you wanted something more, this palette is not for you. The highlighter is very subtle. It's not something that you cannot use on the day-to-day basis. The blush color is also seems to be perfect, just very natural and light, and the 2 lip glosses are also very natural colored. So the eyeshadows are amazing in this palette. You can see here are the swatches. They are amazing, they are soft, they are blendable, they are pigmented, the matte shades are great, the shimmer shades are great, everything is great about the eyeshadows. Here is very hard swatch of the highlighter, but if you will blend it, you can not actually see it too much. It just gives your face a very healthy, nice glow, everything that we are liking and everything that we are expecting from the good makeup. It looks very subtle, it doesn't have chunks of glitter inside, but it does not look that luxurious as some of the drugstore products do. For example, e.l.f. Illuminating Palette is an amazing dupe for the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette, but this highlighter is not of that great of quality, but it's still good enough. Now, the blush was the most unexpected part for me because I will show it to you. I'm rubbing, it's soft, it feels just great, silky and everything, but there is nothing. There is nothing on my finger, there is nothing on the swatch. I cannot pick it up with a brush. And you know, when you cannot reach the pigment out of the product, what you're doing, especially me, what I'm doing is I am wetting my brush with my makeup setting spray. I'm dipping the wet brush in the product and it works perfectly. With a wet brush, you can do anything you want. You can get any pigment out of any product and it works just amazing, right? Yeah, it works amazing, but with the eyeshadows. With the blush, I've tried it, I've swatched it, and on the swatch, it looks amazing. Actually, I will show it to you. So here is my brush, here is my setting spray. It's wet, now I'm dipping it into the product. Your product basically and the brush becomes the wet mess, but you have your pigment, you have your color, and this looks amazing. It looks great, but please, never do it on your face because I was trying to do it. I was so happy after I got the swatch. Look, I have the color, I have the pigment. I was very happy, very excited. And then I've put on my foundation, I've set my foundation, I've applied my bronzer, my contour, and then I went to the blush and it ruined my foundation. And I've ended up having 2 holes with the bare skin instead of the blush. So my makeup was ruined, my mood was ruined, everything was ruined. So please don't do this on your face. Now going to the lip glosses. Actually, I was expecting that they are gonna be lipsticks, like liquid lipstick like we have in the Urban Decay Wise lipstick palette, but no, they are straight lip glosses because I've put this one today in one layer and it was so unnoticeable and so bad and increased in my lines that I had to add up the second one just to help out the situation at least a little bit. So here is the nude one and here is the rosy one. They feel very nice, very moisturizing. They are a little bit tacky for the first minutes, but then I don't know if they are setting up or if you're just getting used to it, but they don't feel that tacky anymore and I don't feel anything uncomfortable in these glosses. I think that they are amazing, but only in the couple. Also, what I wanted to tell you is that these size of the pans are not the greatest one. For the eyeshadows, you can deal with it. You actually do not need so many space for the eyeshadow brushes. For the highlighter, you also don't need so much of the space because usually you're using the brush like this and it feels good enough in the pan, but for the blush, really it was so much not enough space. I've got my blush in the lip glosses and in the highlighter and it was basically just everywhere. Also with the highlighter, even if it's enough space for the brush, you are still dusting it all over the blush and the eyeshadows. So pen sizes are not so bad, but they are not perfect also. What I would say from the whole palette, the most I loved the first 2 eyeshadows. The last one is great, but not so amazing as the first 2. The highlight is okay. It's not super exciting, but it's okay. It's good enough. The blush is very bad. I don't know how to explain it. And the lip glosses are also okay. So if you will put all of that together, I will say that the palette is a little bit less than okay. And as it is $10, I just would not recommend getting it because I don't see why you should get this palette paying $10, carrying the very bulky packaging in your bag, and even none of these products are working good enough. They have 2 more variations of this palette on e.l.f.'s website. One of them is rose, and there you have grayish, brownish eyeshadows, you have bronzer, and you have the blush, which is a little bit more darker. And you also have 2 lipsticks. One of them is nude and one of them is red. And they have smoky matte. Smoky matte has dark gray matte eyeshadows, bronzer, and the blush are very subtle and also kind of grayish. And also the lip glosses are very like dark cherry something. Honestly, I didn't got those palettes just because I didn't think that I will use them on the day-to-day basis. I now don't think also that I will use this one on a day-to-day basis. I probably will just declutter it or just give it somewhere just to get rid of it because I don't need this product at my home. I will not use it and I don't know what to do with it. So these were all my thoughts on this palette, and please guys, if you enjoy it and if you like it, it doesn't mean that I have to and I have different opinion. Maybe I just had a bad batch of this palettes, who knows. And yeah, it completes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.